Alright, so we're going to do the exact same thing we did yesterday. And yeah, just try to find the center and radius of this circle. If we look at this, we actually already have our x and y terms grouped together, because you notice there is no just regular x term. So actually, when all these things say, like, we have to divide the x term, there is no x term, so we're not even going to worry about this thing. We're really just kind of going to deal with the y part here. So step 2, I'll put this in like a little thought bubble sort of thing, so we're like kind of doing it off on the side. You get negative 12 divided by 2 is negative 6 squared, which is 36. Well, let me put a little thought bubble, not a parenthesis. Alright, so let's rewrite this. So I just added the 36 to the left side and added the 36 to the right side. So that is step 3, check, done. Now let's get rid of this 20. Let's move it over to the right side. So minus 20 on both sides, and then we rewrite the equation. So our next step here is we have to factor it. And guess what? The x part is already factored. Can't touch anything with that. Plus, and then this is the y part we have to factor here. With this, remember, we can just divide this by 2, negative 6. So it'll be y minus 6 squared equals 16, or 4 squared if you want to look at it that way. So the answer with this, the center, there is no x, so that's a 0. And then we change the sign on the y, 0, 6. And the radius, remember, is not 16. It's the square root of 16, which is 4. Okay, so we're going to do the same exact things, except one quick little twist first. Is that you see how this negative 8y is on the right side? We got to move that over to the left side. Now actually this 56 part we can leave on the right because that is step 4. So like they took care of step 4 for us already. So let's add 8y to both sides and group them together. So we have x squared minus 6x plus y squared plus 8y equals 56. And boom, we've grouped them. All right, now let's do our little thought bubble time here of negative 6 divided by 2 squared equals negative 3 squared, which equals 9. These should always be positive, by the way, because you're squaring them. And then we have 8 divided by 2 squared, which is 4 squared, which is 16. And that's the number we're going to add to the left and right side of these two numbers, 9 and 16. So we've added them to the left, we've added them to the right. All right, now we're already done with step 4. So what we need to do now is factor these. So we're going to end up with an x squared term plus a y squared term. And remember, for that, what we want to do is literally just use this number. So negative 3 here, positive 4 here. So x minus 3 squared, y plus 4 squared equals, add all these up, we get 81. And now we're ready to just take the answer from this. So our center, change the sign, is 3, negative 4. And our radius, take square root, is 9. And that's the center, or the circle described by this equation right here.